What is up, my Virgo friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. We are here to do your November into December career and finances tarot spread. Though Virgo, I have to tell you, messages of love came instantly as I was shuffling. Okay, so I get messages through music a lot. I don't know why. It's just something that is unique to me and how I read. But I heard Paul Simon's... the song is called Still Crazy After All These Years, which I love Simon and Garfunkel. I'm not terribly well versed in his catalog. And so I started to play it as I was shuffling because I was hearing it anyway. And no joke, Virgo, as I was shuffling, I got amazing cards in terms of relationships. The first one I saw was the Sun, which is a card of Leo. That's all about joy, happiness, renewal, children. I saw the Hierophant, which is a card of Taurus, which is all about long-term commitments, stability, faith, commitment to faith and spirituality, but he's often the Pope, so it's a card of marriage. And I also saw Ten of Pentacles, which is about legacy, long-term, building of a family, building of a career, of an empire, abundance, it's like standing the test of time. So for those looking for love, maybe the name Paul or Simon means something to you. I looked it up too. Paul Simon's a Libra. He's not a Virgo. So maybe you got something going on with a Libra. Did you see that card? It just went flying. All right, what is this? The Four of Earth. Maybe you got something going on with a Capricorn. Anyway, we are going to hop into your reading, but that message was just so I felt it, my cheeks started blushing. They were filling with warmth. So I was like, wow, this feels good. To be honest, I kind of want to give you a love reading, but the cards are everywhere, you guys. A whole bunch just fell. Anyway, so I'm going to read for career and finances, but I can tell you right now, some of these messages may apply to your love life for those looking. So for Virgo, as always, guys, these are going to be general messages. Not everything I say will resonate with all the Virgos out there. Please come into this with an open heart and an open mind. But ultimately, if it's not your message, if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't seem, if it seems foreign or it doesn't fit your story or scenario, release it. It's not your message. You can push it aside. Sometimes messages will resonate for you later down the line. In the future, in a few days, weeks, even months. So in that case, be open to receiving the messages later down the line too, not just in this very second right now. These messages are meant to empower you, help you, enlighten you, inspire you. That is why I do tarot. I'm not here to put fear in your heart. I'm not here to tell you things that make you sad or depressed. So ultimately, I read what the cards tell me to. It's up to you to take away messages for your highest vibration. Okay, Virgo? Let me get those last cards that dropped, and then we will jump in. Oh, you had a whole bunch. You had 3 cards that dropped. My goodness. All right. So, starting you off with a universe card. Everything else is in the description box below. The decks I'm using, my social media, etc. Let's get you started. So, the universe wants to say to Virgo, I surrender to a power greater than me. All right. That expression, give it to God, let the universe decide. It's about releasing control, Virgo. Uh-oh. Some of my Virgos aren't good at that. And I love you guys. I've got mad love for the Virgos. But earth signs in general, you guys like to have control over the situation, right? You're the Knight of Pentacles, which also came out during your pre-shuffle too, which I love seeing Virgo's energy come out in the pre-shuffle because it confirms yes, we're doing a reading for Virgo. So yeah, we'll keep this in mind as we go through, but there's something about with butterflies, transformation. It's your life is trying to sort of transform before your very eyes, but I'm getting resistance. Somebody is either denying it or refusing it or resisting it. And for some of you, it may be a proposal or an engagement. In terms of love, it could also be, getting a bite back on an application you put out and now you're not sure you want to take the job. It could be something like that. Sorry, Virgo, my camera froze. So let's hop into your reading now. Your energy, this is going to be second half of November into first half of December. Happy Sagittarius season, by the way. Ooh, interesting. You got the Queen of Fire. So this is the Queen of Wands in this deck. I just did Taurus. They had the exact same card in the exact same place. Interesting. So I'm going to say similar things. This is a card of Aries. It could also be Leo or Sagittarius. Wands are the fire signs, so the fire suit. She is the work hard, play hard queen. Wands frequently talk about our career, our energy, our efforts that we are extending to build something or move something along. Wands can indicate travel. She's the work hard, play hard queen. So the effort and energy that she endures and extends to achieve her goals, her dreams, right, Ultimately, she also knows how to wash her hands of it at the end of the day and be like, all right, let's have some fun now. So honestly, it's one of my favorite queens in the deck. This depiction is kind of an interesting one. I don't know if I love it, but that's neither here nor there. Queen of Wands, though, yeah, it's a really lovely, beautiful energy. Fire signs in general, it's like when they walk into a room, they tend to command the attention. They tend to command the floor. Like a moth to a flame, our eyes are frequently drawn to fire signs. As shallow as it is to say, fire signs are frequently very good looking. So whatever it is that you're harnessing or channeling, you may have strong fire in your chart. You may have like a moon in a fire sign. Anyway, you are presenting as the flame, right? And it seems like the others around are like the moths. Like you are leading the charge, especially with the Hierophant coming out in your pre-shuffle. Yeah, something about the leadership, commanding the room, commanding the attention, standing out among the rest. It's like, she's a fire queen, right? There's power there. It's like, you don't mess with fire or you're going to get burned. There is a little bit of an edge to it. It's like you pack a little punch and gusto. You're not going to be pushed around or swept aside. You're standing very firm in your convictions. And yeah, it's like you're unwavering on some sort of deal or contract or negotiation. Underlying energy for that is the Star. Okay. So this is a card of Aquarius. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube. I'm sorry. It doesn't bother me, but yeah, whatever. Gotta do what's right by YouTube. Anyway, this is the card of Aquarius. So you may be dealing with an Aquarius, a boss, a manager, a coworker. Could apply to love. I'm reading for career though. What's interesting about the Star, and this came up instantly when I started reading, this is a card of healing, and it's almost like having hope that it's going to get better. Something has put you guys in a position where you've had to be inflexible and had to really fight because in the past you felt threatened or confused or manipulated. Ultimately, the Star comes after the Tower card. The Tower is something that is like, it blasts through our life almost like an earthquake, like a tornado, like a hurricane. It shakes up everything we know. And after that, right, it's almost like you have to rebuild from scratch, from the very start. It is the universe helping to usher in a new cycle into our life because we are too attached to something that is not helping us grow and develop. So I'm speaking of the Devil now, right? The card of Capricorn. The Devil is, it's sweet and delicious at first glance, right? There's something about it. Frequently, addictions are represented in the Devil card, codependencies, bondage, relationships that are narcissistic or unhealthy or abusive. With the Devil, right, there's something that sucks us in, but it's so good, but so bad for us, we get stuck. And so universe comes in with that Tower to like rip us apart from whatever it is that we don't want to let go of. So after that Tower comes through like a lightning bolt, like a shitstorm essentially, that's when the Star card comes in, and it's all about healing oneself, healing of the body. She's naked, right? It's very vulnerable. It's like metaphorically, the Tower comes in and it strips you down naked so that you can rebuild. And it's almost like refocus on who you are, your identity. Something about wearing false clothing. And I think that's a metaphor for something. I've been saying this a lot this week. A sheep or a wolf in sheep's clothing. So someone you trusted and thought you liked or loved or had your best interests in mind, it's almost like they were the devil. They took you for a ride, you got taken advantage of, and yeah, something about it, it required you to kind of go back to the basic building blocks of life to really focus on what's important. Your own stability, your own health, this could be your own money. You've had to repair one or multiple avenues or aspects of your life. And now it's like, I think you're trying to get back out there, and you have done some healing work. You have done the repairing, or you're right in the smack in the middle of it, right? I mean, you're probably watching this tarot video for a reason, right? Searching for some answers, some guidance, right? So it does seem like you're wanting to get back out there and present as confident, as commanding the room. The other way I could see this too, if you're resonating more with this story of something that really kind of screwed you over, and you're not feeling confident, you're not feeling in this power player energy, this could have been who did you wrong, who did you dirty. If there's a fire sign in particular that kind of, again, cheated you, it could have been an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. they're not, this, I'm going to be real with you, this doesn't feel remorseful to me. This feels confident. This feels electric. This feels like they are, again, it's like they enter a room and people bow down. So that's cool if it's your energy, right? As long as you're playing nice in the sandbox, as they say. But yeah, these are two very different dynamics. It's very almost like Gemini energy, the way it's there's a duality. If it is the same you, if it is the same Virgo, it's almost like having to fake it till you make it. And it's not in a sense of ego. It's not about being false. It's not about like wearing a costume to pretend. I actually think it pains you, Virgo, to not be your authentic self, to not be, forthright and truthful and authentic. That's important to you, Virgo. But it's almost like when you go out to meet the people, to go on job interviews, to go on the dating scene, oh gosh, it feels like there's a lot of pain and potentially suffering that you're hiding. It's like you put on that extra eyeliner, you put on that extra mascara to hide the tears that you wiped away earlier. It's actually very deep. I feel it in my heart space. So I'm wondering if that message I got with the still crazy after all these years and those like marriage, wedding, commitment cards, I'm wondering if some of you lost a spouse, like someone you had been married to for a long time. And I'm not saying, I'm not even going to go into that. That happened for some of you, not a lot of you, but yeah, if you are missing a loved one that is deceased, that is sort of coming through with this. You've had to do a lot of healing on your own. And it's like when you go out, you almost have to fake a smile because on the inside, you're still kind of broken and hurting and recuperating from this, right? What's so important about the star card, though, is that there is a North Star that is guiding us. It's almost like confirmation that the universe is seeing you suffering. They see you doing the work and like they're still standing behind you. They're still trying to illuminate you to the idea that there's still a whole world out there. Like, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. It's acknowledging that tower came through and it changed your world. It busted through your windows and you're having to heal. You're having to recoup your health, your bank account, whatever that is. But remember the broader picture. Remember that there's other things out there. It's having a greater perspective, being able to see the forest from the trees, keeping one foot firmly planted on the ground in that nice earthy energy that you love, Virgo, but also in the pool of intuition, being in touch with your faith and spirituality, opening your third eye. I mean, and also like the idea of water being very healing, bathing in water, like taking like a healing salt bath or with crystals or whatever you do, spending time by the ocean, by the lake. That's going to be important in terms of in helping you heal and also connecting to something greater, whatever you believe, right? I'm not here to push any values or ideas on you, but yeah, something about you connecting to something greater, your spirituality. It like backs you during this healing process. I'm going to pull another card on this Queen of Fire. There's that Gemini energy I was feeling. Bottom of your deck is the Lovers. Even the way this is depicted, guys, it's like one has passed on. So if your ex didn't literally leave, and it might be a Libra, there's that Libra card. We talked about Paul Simon earlier. If your ex, or I'm sorry, if someone hasn't literally passed on and like passed away, if there's an ex you're still dealing with, it does seem like there was a severing, and look at the way this angel, it's like you still hold them in your heart space, and you're very conflicted about how to heal from this. That's just a message for a few of you out there. What is this Queen of Fire about? I'm not sure if it's the duality of who you're trying to become. I think it is. It's showing up in your energy, but it's also that random message about a fire sign that really took advantage of you or suffocated your dreams or told you weren't good enough. What is the major thing we need to know about Queen of Fire for Virgo? Why is Queen of Fire presenting? The Eight of Pentacles. All right, so it's work. It's you trying to get back out in the working world and work on yourself too. It's presenting as Pentacles, which can also be representative of the body. So it is healing your body too. I do like seeing this in a career and finances spread. Eight of Pentacles is the apprenticeship, the artisan. It's the workers card. It's the idea of perfecting your craft, perfecting your skill. Something about this, it's like reinventing your identity. I heard reinventing the wheel. And but that stands for something greater. You may have Cancer in your vibe. You may be dealing with Cancer in your vibe. You may have Cancer in your chart or be dealing with a Cancer. I don't know why that's coming through, or something about your mother might be coming through here too. Something about reinventing your identity of, this is who I used to be when I was with this person, but this is who I am now, and like, I'm a badass mother, you know what. Again, it's like fake it till you make it. It's harnessing that fuel, that energy, that drive, that motivation to go out and crush it. For a lot of you, you're focused on your work and not so much love and romance right now. And rightfully so. If this card is coming up, I love this card. Honestly, Eight of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in tarot, because there's this lovely idea of that this is the type of work where you enjoy it so much you don't realize that hours have gone by. It's like you look up from your paintbrush, you look up from your computer, you look up from your, fill in the blank, and you're like, oh my God, like it's past lunch. Like it's that type of work where it's so fun. There's something about it you enjoy. It's challenging, right? But you're learning in the process, and it's fun. It's sort of that confirmation that you're on the right path of, if you're trying something out and you're not sure if it's your ultimate career path, but if the hours are flying by and you're enjoying it, this is probably a good route to pursue. Even if you wish your paycheck was a little bit better, even if you wish it was full time, this is going to be like a helpful networking opportunity or avenue to continue to seek like employment and opportunities. So yeah, a lot of you might be applying to jobs, particularly in the fields of art. Both of these cards, I mean, just given the depiction of what she's doing, she's like a graphic designer, right? Wands can be creative things. So acting, singing, dancing, painting, writing, fill in the blank, sculpting, woodwork, something about that. I don't know what that would be, but interesting. And with that, because it's coming through, that's going to be another channel for healing for you guys. Even if you don't consider yourself an artistic or creative person, buy some Crayola crayons on the ride home from work. It's something about exercising the pain out of you by means of like a creative expression. It's actually far more beneficial than you're thinking. I can literally hear some of my Virgos just like, ugh, like whatever. Guys, like there's something to that. It's coming through for a reason. So yeah, you don't need to be the next Da Vinci. You don't need to be the next Picasso, whatever. Something about some form of creativity or artistic, I don't even want to say skill, because it makes it sound like you have to be good at it. Needle and thread, what do they call that? Knitting, or I don't know, sewing, something, even something with like floral crafts. I don't know, like table arrangements. Maybe it's your side hustle. Maybe you are an event planner. Something about that is very cathartic for you. And I don't know if it's you're going to meet somebody in some sort of capacity that way, or it's literally just going to help you gain confidence. You know what it is? It's seeing things in a beautiful way. It's going to offer you a different perspective than how you're currently viewing things. And that's important too, because I said some of you are not seeing the forest from the trees. This major shitstorm that came through for some of my Virgos, you think you're going to be stuck in it forever, and you're not. What you realize, it's temporary. Wands are fast moving too, so like the fact that this is coming up in your energy, it's like you're ready to press play. You're ready to do this. You're ready to like turn it up to 11, like, and start seeing that money come in. You're ready to start seeing those clients start biting, for whatever you're putting out there, whatever you're spinning out, the product you're making. Interesting. All right, let's see. What is your challenge or focus, Virgo? The Eight of Fire, rapid, swift action. So taking action. This is a card of Sagittarius. These frequently look like the arrows that he shoots off, like his bow and arrow. He's the archer, right? Motivating yourself to get out there and put things out. This could be applying to jobs, sending out job applications, sending out even like your products to vendors, like samples for them to try, so they invest in your business, so that they buy your products. It's leaving the comfort and safety of your own home. This can be sending out multiple emails, multiple forms of communication. Sometimes it can be travel if you have to travel for your business. But yeah, a lot of this, because it's coming up as your challenge, it's leaving the comfort and safety of your own home. something about your home is like your safety spot. It's where you feel protected. It's where you feel like, it's ironic. It's where you feel like you thrive. Maybe you love being in the kitchen. Maybe you love being a mom. You love spending time with your kids. But there is something encouraging you to leave the safety net, to wander, to venture off. And Sagittarius season, like, they are the explorers of the zodiac. They live for like that new excitement in their life, that new experience. So that's sort of what this is kind of saying. It's going to be difficult for you to even just like the motivation to get moving, to get out there and do it, make it happen. But it is coming up for a reason, right? The Seven of Cups. All right, so a couple things here. You might be too overwhelmed on where to start, particularly those trying to start a business. I'm getting like heavy, like female entrepreneurship is coming through here. So even if you're male, take only what resonates. But yeah, something about a clothing line or a jewelry line or perfumes or even like feminine products. Very interesting. It is coming through here. It's almost like you want to start your own line of something, and maybe you're building a website or you're doing this. There's something about getting things out there, sending it out to the public, going worldwide, putting up flyers, again, creating a website and launching it. Some of you, it's like you're too overwhelmed by where to start or even where to invest your time and your money. That's sort of what the challenge is going to be here. But what you're being called to do is go with what feels right. You need to listen to your heart. So despite what your best friend says, despite what your mom is telling you, despite what you've read online, your gut instinct is going to be incredibly powerful this coming weeks and months. So you should listen to what your intuition and your gut reaction is telling you, Virgo. Because I mean, you're the hermit, right? You are in tune with the universe. You are like a spiritual teacher in and of yourself. So that, like, don't underestimate the power of your own intuition. You have a pulse on whatever is going on right now. So like, go with that gut instinct. Go with that feeling. That might be why the Queen of Fire is coming up too. Yeah, something about like trusting your gut is going to be important here, especially involving your career field. And maybe you're not looking to change careers. Maybe you're looking to expand. Maybe you're looking for to take on new leadership. Maybe you're looking to take on new clients or get some sort of raise or promotion. Again, it's like you don't know where to start. This could represent different people. You don't know who to talk to get the ball rolling. Again, all I can tell you here is listen to your heart. And I will say, potentially a water sign or a fire sign might be helpful to you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And Gemini. Something about Gemini keeps coming up here. Gemini and Cancer. Maybe someone who's a Gemini Cancer cusper. All right, I don't know what that's about, but moving on. Like Nike, just do it. Are you trying to sell sneakers? Is that why Nike just came up? Or sporting equipment or something, right? Whatever. Motivation, you're overwhelmed, so it's like take it a step at a time. Some progress is better than no progress at all. Starting is the hardest part. The help available to you, so this is the one that flew out. The Four of Earth, so a card of Capricorn. The Four of Pentacles. Wow, and the Four of Cups. Wow, this is really interesting. It's sort of the same message I was getting here as I was saying, the duality, almost like Gemini energy of, I feel like this, but I'm presenting like this. It's like, and I'm not trying to be condescending. I feel for you, Virgo. I feel that some of you are hurting, but it's like, there's part of you that is just like this sad, broken person on the inside, but when you go out, it's like you're strutting your stuff like Beyonce. It's like your wind is your hair is flying in the wind and you got your stilettos on. There's this great duality of like your personality of who you are versus who you're trying to present as. And again, it's not phoniness. It's not having to sacrifice authenticity. It's like you kind of need to know you need to put on a face in order to get the job, to get the promotion, to attract clients. You can't go out in like a frumpy sweater with, you know, tears in your eyes, just like, I'm having a hard day. Like that's going to scare people off, right? So that's why this card is coming up. Heal yourself. Like, take the proper time to make sure that you're good. Your mind, your emotions, your body. Take care of yourself first and foremost. But that's what this is coming up again too. The help available to you is, even though you're feeling dissatisfied, unsatisfied, complacent, that's what this card is, the Four of Cups. You have avenues of money or avenues of happiness, but you're just kind of like, they're okay, they're whatever. This is like, look how excited this rabbit is. It's like you're pulling tricks out of the hat. There's a couple things here. Again, it's selling yourself. If you're going for a job interview, even if this isn't your dream job and you're like, ugh, it's presenting as, hey, how's it going? Like, I'm Virgo and this is what I'm going to do for your company. And I have great ideas and I have strong leadership skills. It's selling yourself. You're the magician, essentially. More Gemini energy. Very interesting that that's coming through here. Fours in tarot are okay. And I say that because they are safety zones. They are the safety net numbers. It's essentially like, you think of the four corners of a house. It's solid. It's stable. But these two in particular, they can go either way. This can be a card of sinking further into complacency, of just like, I don't care. I'm numb. Whatever. Like, I feel nothing anymore. And then this can also be, I don't think it's coming through here as this, but the Four of Pentacles can be a miser card of, again, holding on for dear life for what you have and not allowing it to just like breathe and come and go naturally. So if this is representing your money, it's almost like money flow isn't there because you're holding on to something so tight. And again, how I describe this as their comfort zones, their safety zones. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. With these cards, nothing is going to change. It's going to stay exactly the same unless you put on a show, unless you work your magic, unless, again, you kind of muster up or maybe fake that confidence a little bit and really impress them. It's like, you know, something that catches your eye the way a fire sign does. Moth to a flame. It's something about like these pentacles, these tokens. It's like this magic trick, this little like dancing light that you're going to present to your clients, your vendors, whatever. It's almost like you need to trick them to think that there's more here than what really is. And that's a weird way of putting it. It's not that you're trying to, you're not trying to be deceitful. It doesn't come from a place of that. It's that you need to get out of this slump. Something needs to change. And again, the safety zone, the comfort zone of staying in your own home, you need to go out and meet the people. You need to network. You need to communicate. You need to offer up your products soon. I'm just sort of getting like the time is now. You're sitting as like a power player, the Queen of Wands. There's a lot that the Queen of Wands offers the world here. And so rather than just sitting there like metaphorically at the side of the sidewalk, like, ugh, I just don't feel like it. Force yourself to step up and, you know, put on your finest suit, put on your finest dress, and go out and kind of paint the town red, right? It's like this pinky red color. You need to like impress with the skills and talents that you already have, because whether you know it or not, what this is saying, you're sitting on a bankable idea. It's like the universe is trying to usher in this new cup, this new opportunity. And with Ace of Cups, right? The cup runneth over. That could be money flow, right? And I mean, cups are our emotions. It's something that's going to bring you joy, happiness, and healing. Cups are all about healing and spirituality. So by going out and selling your skills, your trade, your abilities, right? By going out and trying to earn that money, right? Trying to earn that coin, you are allowing opportunities to come in that it's almost like you don't anticipate them. It's like she doesn't even see it here, but this is like a blessing that's trying to come in, but you need to show up and do the work. By again, sitting on the sidewalk in metaphor and just like giving up and feeling very meh, like whatever, I don't like my life, I feel numb. You got to kind of kick yourself into high gear. These are both cards of actions, wand energy, especially in Sagittarius season, which is all about going out, chasing our goals, motivation, excitement, enthusiasm. Sagittarius energy is going to be really great for you, Virgo. So like harness that, get in on it. You might be feeling overwhelmed. You might be, this could just represent having a lot of emotions. One day you're happy, one day you're sad, one day you're angry, one day you're regretful, whatever that is. This could also indicate needing to go to a therapist and talk about all the feelings you're having, right? Cups are emotions. That's okay. That's fantastic. You know what this could be? Those feelings that are just sitting there inside of you, right? This is about getting them out, unleashing them out, like freeing yourself from, it's like this suffocation of emotions, of something that's overwhelming you to the point where you don't want to leave home. Some of you may be struggling with depression a little bit. I just got to put it out there. And there's no stigma there, right? Go speak with a counselor, go talk to a therapist, take action. That's what this is telling you to do. I think you're going to feel inspired and empowered by getting rid of all this excess emotion that is kind of, you're drowning in it a little bit. It's overwhelming to you. Because you have tricks up your sleeve. That's what I just heard with this. You're letting the darker emotions get the better of you. And it's almost like it's like that's the missing link. That's the missing key for you. Once you gain control over your emotions, that pool, right? There's a lot of them. And get grounded again and find your North Star. It's like reorienting your compass to start down a new path or pick up where you left off before that tower moment came through. You are sitting on skills that are very valuable. You just don't realize it yet. Some of you are underselling your abilities too. So if I don't know what this would be, but if you work in a job where you have to put a price tag on your merchandise, on the product that you're making, you may actually be underselling your worth, your talent, whatever it is that you're creating and selling. And it has to do with like a self-worth issue. Some of you are struggling to like get back out there and put yourself back out there. All right, so what is your advice or guidance? You had 3 cards come out. So you have 2 aces, 2 new beginnings, and the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles talks about the past, about nostalgia. It sometimes is reconciliation. It's frequently a card of family, friendships. Typically, it's a card that just, it's a swell of happy emotion. Sometimes rose-tinted glasses, again, looking back on the past very fondly. And not everybody has that, right? Not everybody has happy childhood memories. Not everybody has, do you understand what I'm saying? So there's multiple facets of this card. In a nutshell, that's what represents here. But then it's followed by 2 cards of newness, brand new beginnings, potentially new people, new jobs, new avenues to make money. These are badass cards. The Ace of Pentacles, it's like following that rainbow to the pot of gold and then fire in the hand. It's like, again, that skill, that ability, that you're sitting on Queen of Wands energy. It's money in the hand. It's quick cash. It's supposed to be flowing and coming in. Are you ready to detach from the past? That's what I'm getting from this. Some of you are still heartbroken, particularly those who lost a spouse or, it could be a child. Ugh. It's very heavy-hearted. I feel it in my heart space as I'm reading this for you guys. Focusing on your work and the tangible realities of the day, take it a step at a time. Take it a day at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself by where am I going to be in 2 months? Where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? Right now, those emotions aren't helpful to you. It's almost like pack those little worries, those emotions in a little box and like send them out to sea, send them across the universe because you don't need to be worried about that right now. That's sort of what I'm getting. This is like living in the now. There's something really amazing to experience here and now. You're just not seeing it yet. Once you kind of wade through these emotions and again, get rid of the unnecessary emotional baggage that you are carrying around, potentially from someone who broke your heart, right, in the past, or again, someone who has passed on if they're no longer with us. Healing the wounds of the past is going to help you usher in new beginnings in your career and in your finances. This is a career and finances reading. Well, there they are. Brand new opportunities. Aces are tremendous cards to be getting in that spread. It's awesome. There it is. Underlying energy for this is the World. Yeah, you've been through some shit, haven't you, Virgo? This is the last card in the major arcana. So the Fool's Journey, card 0 through 21. This is 21. This is it, baby. This is acknowledging that you have been through a major chapter in your life. Like the ups, downs, the highs and the lows. I said the same thing to Taurus. It's time to close it out and restore balance and peace and harmony. So, okay, this is interesting. Don't take offense to this. Stay with me here. What was once this like broken, shattered, distraught woman who just couldn't get out of the house, who wanted to stay in bed, who was probably fighting depression or sadness or heartbreak. Now she's strutting her stuff and she's proud. She's vulnerable, but it's almost like, you know how they say scars are a testament to all the things we've survived? It's like our warrior markings, essentially. It's like you don't need to be embarrassed or ashamed of things that you've gone through that have really taken a toll on you. It's almost like it's even more proof of all the battles you've had to conquer, your personal obstacles that you've had to like overcome. There's tremendous pride with the World card here. And again, it's a reflection back on the cycle that we've been through. And again, it's huge. This isn't like a day. This isn't a month. This is a year. This could be 10 years, right? But it's a restoration of peace and balance and harmony where you become the center focus of your life again. On this card, all the fixed zodiac signs are shown: Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. And there's something about putting other people or other responsibilities at the sideline and focusing on yourself. Frequently, this is a card of being in the arts too, particularly like music or performance, like having the stage, being center stage in the spotlight. Again, the way the Queen of Wands commands a room, and we were saying healing therapy through art is going to help a lot of you, particularly those who are involved in like a theater group or stand-up comedy or like improv, whatever that is. Doing more of that is going to help you gain your confidence back. And even if it's unrelated or seems unrelated, there's a reason why that's coming up. It's almost like relaunching yourself. It's rebranding yourself. I said something about like reinventing the wheel, but it was reinventing your identity. Here's why I like that. It's not that you need to change to impress people. That's not what I'm getting at here. It's something about no longer subscribing to this lackluster feeling about who you are or what you contribute or your skills or your talents, your worth, your value. I think at one point in time, you didn't believe that you were worth anything, or you were made to feel that way, right? It's putting an end to, again, those beliefs or those feelings that aren't helping you. It's like, send them packing. You don't need that shit anymore. It's time to release yourself from that. And from that, you gain huge confidence and personal freedom. Liberation from the past. Taurus's reading was very similar, guys. And it's almost like once you clear the negative toxins that are like clouding your judgment or clouding your emotions, it's like not allowing your heart chakra to open. Because again, it's like it's being bombarded with all this negative self-talk. It's like once you release that and let go, you make space in your heart, in your mind, in your life for new opportunities to come in. Excuse me, that was quite a sneeze. Following the rainbow is your intuition, guys. Following your intuition to that pot of gold. Travel might be important to some of you, but ultimately it's conquering all those emotions, right? Like he's come quite a far way and he's had to like wade through the emotions. I think we said that. And something about that, it's going to be financially beneficial. Some of you may want to be counselors or therapists or help other people with their emotions. There's already a skill or talent that you already at least possess pieces and parts of. It's magic. It's fire in the hand. It's a new beginning. And for a lot of you, something like serving others based on your, I almost said trauma, based on your past experiences, something you've encountered and had to learn about, learn to deal with, becoming, okay, the apprenticeship, the artisan, whatever that is for you. It might be a skill, it might be a hobby, it may just be the master of your emotions, the master of your health, the master of you, your identity, becoming this like full-fledged, amazing, thriving person who's living their best life. You may be taking that skill and offering it to other people, and it's like a source of light for them. You're a light worker, Virgo, right? You are offering like a source of warmth, right? The way snakes, they coil around heat, around warmth, that like something about like a heat lamp. I don't know what, oh, that's your little lantern, because that you're the Hermit card, you're Virgo. You're taking some sort of major shit that you went through, and it's like making a positive out of a negative, and something about what you've learned in your journey and your trip, right? Your spiritual path. Wands represent travel. Whatever you've learned in your travel, it's a marketable skill, it's a bankable talent, and it's going to help people. That's what I'm getting here. It offers them warmth, it offers them hope and healing. So if this isn't you, Virgo, this could also be someone in your life that you're going to help. Wow. Guys, this is a heavy message. Really beautiful. All right. I surrender to a power greater than me. Transformation, right? With that butterfly. We're going to wrap this up and throw some oracle cards on it. My goodness, this has been a long one. Sorry, guys. But these messages clearly needed to come through for someone. For Virgo. You guys have had a couple heavy messages recently. Hang in there. I'm sending you guys some good vibes. Oracle cards for Virgo. Oracle cards for Virgo. For Virgo, career, money, and finance. What do they need to know? There has been a theme to these readings that the pentacles have not been flowing. The money has not been flowing. And it's because we're coming out of Scorpio season where we needed to heal and transform. In Sagittarius season, once there's action and movement, progress forward, that's when your money is going to start flowing again. If for those who are having financial trouble. Practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. Well, there's why that card is coming through. There's enjoyment and exploration in doing more of what you love. It's going to open doors that you're not even imagining, particularly in music. Healer, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Well, my goodness, isn't that exactly what we said here? You offer warmth and light to those who need healing, Virgo. So again, if for those who didn't resonate with this reading as traumatic things from the past that need to be healed, this may be someone in your life. It could be someone from your childhood. It could be someone in your family. They might be needing help and guidance and assistance. And like, this is almost a message like, hey, they're overwhelmed with these feelings and they don't know what to do with them. Virgo knocks on the door like, hello, I'm here. I heard you called me. It's like you're an earth angel, Virgo. You're meant to help others. You live to serve, right? Trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. And your trust is ultimately trusting your intuition, right? That little voice in your head. And your intuition would never keep you in a place that doesn't allow you to grow and thrive. Your intuition doesn't want to keep you safe. As contradictory as that sounds, it doesn't want to keep you in a place where you're just going to sit at home and not see people and not make money and, again, not live your best life. Your intuition wants you to be this, to achieve success, and I almost said fame, maybe some of you, glory, feeling like you are thriving and that you're beautiful and you can be yourself, you can be vulnerable and naked and you are still worthy and desirable and just an amazing badass person, right? That's what the universe wants for you. That's what your intuition guides you towards, okay? Virgo, that's what I got for you. Please let me know in the comments below if this resonated for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is incredible. I started this channel in April. So whatever you can do to help me, I would appreciate it. That's good karma, right? Yeah, like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys soon. Bye.